Hi everyone, myself Alagmina. Today I am going to teach grade 7 NCERT chapter 2 inside our earth. Already in chapter 1 I taught environment, that is the exterior of the earth like atmosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. What are the changes is going on the exterior of the earth. In this chapter we are going to see the interior, that is inside of our earth. You'll be seeing these pictures, you'll be getting what are the interesting things all be in our inside our earth. Here I have given the introduction. Earth is a spherical planet which constantly undergoes changes inside and the outside. In according to solar system, one of the planet is Earth. It is in the spherical planet, but now they used to call as a, given the shape of the earth is geode, that you already studied in 6th standard about the earth. It is undergo changes inside and the outside. How the environment be changing the atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere in outside, same as in the inside the earth many changes is going on. Let me discuss one by one. The radius of the earth is given here 6371 kilometer. How many kilometer? 6371 kilometer. That is half of the side only, that is radius of the earth. Here I have given the augmented reality videos, some of the continents of the outermost of the layer. So we are going to discuss what are the interior of the earth. Here the pictures I have given inside of the earth. This the part only we are going to discuss. So the next topic is inside of the earth. The earth is made up of 3 concentric layers. Okay, earth is made up of 3 concentric layers, means the center part of the earth. So we'll call as a concentric layers. First one is crust, second one is mantle, third one is core. First we are going to see the crust. The uppermost layer of the over the earth is called as a crust. See what are the thin layer, thickest layers, what are the first we be seeing the mountain parts, plateau, oceans, everything what I will be seeing on the uppermost of the earth is called as a crust. It is about 35 km thickness on the continent and mass. It is made up of silica and the aluminium. Here the continent is mass is made up of the silica and aluminium, and only 5 km of ocean floor is made up of silica and the magnesium. Here ocean floor is made up of silicon and magnesium and silicon and aluminum. Those are the minerals. Whatever the things masses will be getting on the continental mass and the ocean floor. Ocean means the sea where will be there, no, that will called as a ocean floor. Next one is mantle. You know that the mantle, the layer of the just beneath the crust. The crust is there, no, just beneath down. The layer will called as a mantle. It extends up to the depth of the 2900 kilometers. It extends up to how many kilometers? 2900 kilometers. Next we are going for core. You know that the center part of the interior of the earth with its radius to 3500 kilometers. After the mantle, it is a center part of the interior. So it is made up of nickel and the ferrous. The minerals is made up of nickel and the ferrous. The central core has a very high temperature and the pressure. See here, the core has very high temperature. It is a pressure, it is the hottest. It is go of the 5000 degrees Celsius. Just we cannot tolerate 35-50 degrees Celsius of the sun or summer days, but the core degrees, the temperature will be 5000 degrees Celsius of things. Then think how the pressure of the core will be there. So now I'll be showing that augmented reality of the interior of the earth, that you can see here inside of the earth. First we are going to see the crust. Crust already I have told it is a 1% of the thickness of the crust. It is made up of many minerals like magnesium, potassium, calcium, things of silica, and many of the minerals has it is as made. Next we are going to see the mantle. Mantle is the thickness layer of the earth. It is 84% of the earth is also total volumes. I already told that here the some magnesiums and iron, the minerals also will be getting in this mantle. Next we are going for the outer core. In core there are two, one is outer core, another one is inner core. Here the outer core, some of the minerals is made like iron and the nickel. It is a very crediting magnetic field also is there. Next we are going for the inner core, that is a hottest core, which will be at 5000 degree of Celsius, where the nickel and the other part of the will be getting. Here the pictures I have given of the crust, mantle, inner core and outer core, what of the depth of this and temperature also. If you see, mantle will be 1000 degrees Celsius, but the crust is will be 8700 degrees Celsius. That is inner core is 5700 degrees Celsius. That is outermost is 4000 degrees Celsius. Rock and the minerals. Already we discussed in the chapter 1 about the natural things and man-made things. Here the rock and minerals are the natural things. So the rock is a natural mass. Mass means is a weight. What are the weight, hardness of the rocks? So they defined as the natural mass of the mineral matter, that is made up of the earth crust. Okay, in the rock we can find many minerals. It is the where the on the earth surface, on the crust, we can see the many rocks. So in the rocks will be appear in the crust of the layer. Rock is can be differentiated in the color, size and the structure that you have been seen, I think so. Rocks colors will be in different colors, like red, blue also will be there, size also and the structure also. There are the three major types of rocks here. One is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. First we are going to discuss the igneous rocks. The rocks are made up of, here I given the pictures of that igneous rocks. Here I am going to discuss of the definition of the igneous rocks. Igneous rocks. The rocks are formed by cooling of the solidified molten magma. Here you be familiar of the volcanic effects, right? I have discussed about the core. The core, the temperature will not be tolerated for the long times, like a pressure cooker, yes, right? If you keep the pressure cooker of on the stove, it will be having high pressure and the temperature till the whistle will come, yes, right? Same as only in volcanoes also. It will come from the core, that is molten magma. Magma means that is a liquid. What is will be present in the core. The temperature will be not tolerate, so it will come outside as a lava. It is in the volcanoes. When it will flow after on the flow on the crust, it will be stay on the upper or the inside of the earth. The primary, what are the rocks is formed first stage will called as a igneous rocks. By cooling them by the temperature or the sun's pressures, it will be cooled down some long times. So there are the two types of igneous rocks is there. One is inactive igneous rocks, another one is active igneous rocks. Inactive igneous rocks means when the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth crust soil. Okay, when the lava will come outside from the molten magma, it will be cooled down inside the earth. This will called as a inactive igneous rocks. Example like a granite that you be seen in the grinder purpose. That is one of the costliest things. And you want to remix this concept, we have to come as a structure shape of the granite. It takes some long years, something 10,000 years it will take to form that rocks. So it is one of the rock is formed in the inactive, that rocks will call as a igneous rocks. Another one is extractive igneous rocks. Extractive means it is outside. Some of the liquid will be not be get inside of the earth, it will be staying on the upper of the earth. It will be cool down and it will become like a solid, like a hard things. That will called as a basalt. Here I have given the pictures, some of the igneous rocks, that is extrusives, that is a basalt. It is a granite, what we'll call as a inactives. This is of the metamorphic rocks. We can see one by one. This is a limestone, metamorphic rocks, many things. Here we next to the types of the rocks we are going to see as a sedimentary rocks. You can see the image of this, you will be getting some idea. Sedimentary rocks means of the small rocks. The small rocks are formed by the clash of waters or a wind, and this are the rocks is formed will called as a sediment. This group of sediment will form as a one rock is called as sedimentary rocks. The rocks are formed from the sediment accumulated for the over the long period. After the over the long period, the sedimentary rocks are formed. Next rocks is metamorphic rocks. The rocks that are either be igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks that be changed due to the heat and the pressure. While giving some heat to the pressure to the certain rocks, it forms as a different types of rocks. Here I have given, if you take a coal, we give pressure for that, some we produce, it will make us to as a slate. Like a slate will be in sizes, as a limestone will be prepared as a marbles that will be used on the floor of the houses. This is also called as a different types of the rocks. Next one we are going for the lava. Lava is the molten magma comes up from the surface of the earth. Okay, the molten magma will be say in the interior of the earth. What the things will be flowing on the volcanoes will go as a liquid. It will called as a lava. It is a fiery. It is like a fire. It will be in red color. That is molten magma comes out of surface of the mainly earth volcanic sculpture. Means it will be like a sprinkle. It will be lighting over the volcanoes. These are the pictures I have given. Next topic is fossils. Fossils means the remains of the dead plant and animals which become hard and turn into the rock. These rocks are formed in the sedimentary rocks where the remaining dead plants and animals will be decomposed inside the earth. It will form one types of rocks. This rocks is will called as a fossils. Here I have shown that lavas, volcanoes where they be erupted in the different way. It is a fiery and it is a toilet to go. Many people will die in this places. You can see that how the fire will be out as a pressure, how it will be look. Next topic we are going for the rock cycle. It is a very easy that we have discussed types of rocks, right? Like igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Same as the process of transformation of the rock from one to the another. The rocks will be formed to the one to another rocks will called as a rock cycle. You can see the image of here. Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks will form again. It will be rock cycle over the high pressure like this. So I have given, see these pictures I be giving. Layer here is a molten magma is there, right? This molten magma is having a high pressures, so it will not be having in the certain places. Yes, this is called as a molten magma. When it will be come as a lava, this is a lava, it is coming outside and it will be staying in the certain this, so it will form as a igneous basalt as a granite. Next we are going for the metamorphic rocks. Next we are going for the sedimentary rocks is formed by the exogenous forms. Okay, in this we have many of the wind will be flowing by the layer by layer. Many rocks will be formed. In the middle of that layer, the fossil fuels, the dead animals will can see in this rocks where the sedimentary rocks are formed. This is a fossils where the some fossil rocks will form. Next one is metamorphic rock. In this metamorphic rock, already we know that while giving the high pressures and being one of the rocks will be formed by the rock. Next one we are going for the minerals. Minerals are the natural occurring. This is also one of the natural things. It is occurring from the substance which is certain physical properties and defined chemical composition. It is also many of the properties, minerals properties like leaves be there, and it is also one of the chemical process. I thought you know that minerals means it is a chemical. Here I have given some example like a coal, natural gases, petroleum. They are also used for the industries as energy and the raw materials. In industry, for raw material they used to have coal and natural gases like hydrogen, nitrogen. These are the natural gases, and that petroleum. Same as another example like a iron, aluminium, gold and uranium. These are used for the medicines and the fertilizations, for agriculture process, for the medicines. They be using these types of minerals for this. These are the types, some of the minerals I have been giving, which will can't be melting by the high pressures and the temperature, like iron and steel, copper, aluminium, gold, silver, platinum and metals. These are the some of the minerals. I think you'll be clear with this chapter. Thank you.